Let her work.
Just leave the rest to me.
I really like how now it's just abstract. I love the focus on sort of, you'll notice it's her color scheme that's filling the frame when she's creating. Today we're analyzing the cinematic language of Wuthering Waves Resonator Showcase, Zhezhi. If you enjoy our time together, check out my other work. Alright, here we go guys, buckle up. Let's see what we got today. Wow, I really like the impact lines there.
Can I help you, sir?
What
Cool
I'm about
character
to say
intro.
might upset you.
Shows that she's sleepy.
Please don't worry. I'm a professional. Whatever my client wants, he'll get.
I like that.
I've had another brilliant idea.
Asleep on the job.
The painting needs further adjustments.
Right now?
Huh?
Are the details written down?
No!
And you'd like it by...
Today, same as before.
But I told you I need a week's notice.
Classic.
Come again.
Classic. If anyone else is an artist,
I mean,
You mean?
you know exactly
best if you...
what this is. It's very real.
Never mind. What
And
was your new idea?
absurd
It's
request.
simple. This is a painting of my childhood village. It needs to look bursting with life.
So she's been sleepy because she's been working so hard.
The
That's what it
scenery's
was.
fine. The people need more life.
Like that?
No, more drama, more energy.
Oh man, these are the worst clients. It's the same with filmmaking.
The revelries of life. Have you not experienced any? Chickens clucking, children playing, laughter filling the air. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Those were the days.
Wild.
The kitchen smoke rising from every home.
I like this.
Neighbors gossiping over laundry lines. Parents yelling at misbehaving children.
Sounds about
Everything
right.
in disarray, yet heartwarming nonetheless. You still with me?
Oh, I'm listening.
That was good comedic timing.
In
You still with me?
fact, I know exactly what you're looking for.
Alright, just
Now,
let her work.
just leave the rest to me.
I really like how now it's just abstract. It's almost like we're inside her head as the artist as she's bringing these ideas to life. Yeah, and it's also the first time that her creativity has been allowed to be unleashed and not tethered by his endless nitpicking.
House over there. No, wait, too big. Smaller. That tree.
Yeah, let an
To
artist
the
create,
left.
you know.
Oh, wait, it needs to be lower. Yes. People, more people.
I love how she's like flying through the painting. It's like her mind. This is really great.
And a forest of people.
Also an explosion of this beautiful woodwind music once she's able to create freely. That's funny. He's getting swallowed up by the realness.
Rest assured.
Honestly, really clever way. Really clever way to show off her moves and her power. I really like it. What a beautiful song, too. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love the focus on sort of, you'll notice it's her color scheme that's filling the frame when she's creating. The beginning was very orange and yellow. Beautiful shots.
Witness the
Yeah, this is incredible. We got a lot to look at and break down. Yeah.
painting
Well done.
Isn't just shapes and colors. It's more about how it makes you feel. With these final touches,
Yes.
what do you think of the painting
Yes,
now?
she's right. I love it. He was inside it. He felt so real. He was moved.
I think
He's going to say another change.
the first draft was better.
That is the most real.
Make it happen. And then I'll find someone else.
Wait. I'll do it again.
That is the most real depiction of like artists.
With me.
Absolutely incredible. It's really well done. Beyond being funny and also having that sort of punchline at the end, which is very real. Trust me, it happens all the time with clients and artists. It was incredibly well done. I like this whole section in the beginning. Very comedic. It's setting up the characters. It's very personable, as in setting up personalities and spending
What
time
was your
getting to
new
know
idea?
them, which I really like.
Simple.
But then as we get into it, like I said, the color scheme here, it's not that it's boring. It's very normal, right? We're in a wooden room and there's not a lot of, in fact, there's no variations. Incredibly rare for this sort of like Genshin Impact sort of video that they usually do, which is now, kind of continued on with Wuthering Waves and their vision of it. Typically, it's just non-stop stuff, changes. I actually quite like how we got to sit with a scene throughout this. We got a scene which, part of the creative thing about making a scene that's in one room like this, that's over a minute long, is let's see the shot selection. How do we make it creative? You'll see here, standard over the shoulder. That's great. Close up, great. You'll see some really cool variations here. For example, this low shot, which is, of course, her perspective. Camera's lowered down at her perspective at the desk. So that was really nicely done. We have a full shot here showing that she's been working at her desk. She's asleep at the desk. She's been working so hard. So I really like that. There's cool little effects here, too, when he gets excited. And what's cool is we established this idea that he's walking in his memories. He's walking in his mind like this, right? We're seeing what he's remembering. Then we expand on that same idea. We're going to go into her mind now. She's the artist.
I know exactly what.
Okay, we're going to unleash what she's doing. So right then, her color scheme takes over. This is her mind.
Just leave the rest to
right?
me.
Really beautifully done. And I like there's a little bit of a calligraphy, sort of painterly quality to the tree that shows up here. It's not just like an in-game model dropped in. Spending extra time on it, which I really like. You'll notice she's flowing across the frame, constantly flowing across the frame, very beautifully, like a paintbrush, right? So it's awesome to see a lot of her movement, a lot of the choreography of the piece. She's moving in this very creative way,
It's just as I remember.
which I love to see.
There, that should be a pond.
Yeah, beautiful
And
shot.
a house over there. No, wait, too big, smaller.
I thought that was funny. A little small, you still got nitpicking.
Tree, a bit to the left. Oh, wait, it needs to be lower. Yes.
And this is just a perfect example of a client who's never happy. I've been there too with filmmaking jobs. It's okay, we want this, we want that. You bring it there. You do exactly what they said. And then they're like, actually, let's do this. Yeah, have it by the same deadline. It's like, whoa, wait a second. Not only am I doing twice the work, it's also, not even the same thing. So I thought that's pretty funny.
The streets wider, the view more
Beautiful. One shot here. Doesn't cut. And again, it feels like something, I don't know, Peter Pan or something. She's flying around, filling the frame. Look at the petals. It's just full of creativity. And what I like is they've inadvertently, like, absolutely made it from the audience perspective that her vision is not only more accurate, but more to what he's asking, but more beautiful, right? And still, it's not what he wants. So I think that's really funny. Yeah, and then he gets into the stampede. It's like, it's so real. But I thought, what a clever way to showcase her powers, right? It's exceedingly well done. She runs in. I love it, very heroically. And there's this awesome transition to the drawn character right there, as opposed to the character model, and it's very well done. Yeah, and then we get into this awesome sort of music video. There's a lot of great. You see this beautiful shallow depth of field here. I'm going to pause play through these couple shots because they're so great. Yeah. There's interesting rack focus happening through a lot of this, where they're intentionally going out of focus, and it brings a very dreamlike feel to it. I actually quite like that choice. It's definitely intentional. She's twirling the brush. Yeah, really beautifully done. Yeah, and there it is again. We actually kind of do a cool transition where we're out of focus. We rotate the camera, we come back in a very smooth transition. Yeah, there it is again. Awesome effect. It's an awesome effect, and you see a lot of the frame is out of focus with this shallow depth of field. It gives a filmic feeling. It's beautiful. It's probably shot on like a 1.4 lens, 1.4 aperture. Yeah, just gorgeous. What I also like is she's very inspired now. She's working very hard on this, and it's still not enough for this client. It's insane. It's really insane. Yeah. I also love the sort of paint explosion that's happening here. It looks like paint, but it's also magic feel. It's cool. Yeah, really, really beautifully done. And I like how we actually hit the title card of Wuthering Waves, and then we come back and get this sort of punchline here, which goes back to, again, the very normal feeling. And they've set it up
I think.
where he's like, he's about to burst out and be very passionate about it and thankful. No.
The first draft was better.
Which they did a couple times. Did the fake out before. You start listening. He has that switch in his voice with the performer. So that was really good. We go back to the full shot. He's like, I'll find somebody else. Doesn't even give her time. Incredibly inconsiderate, right? And I can assure you, the client is in the wrong here. This happens all the time. And they'll be like, why don't artists just like do what I want? You know how much work it takes to do a painting? You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know what else I should do for Wuthering Waves. I don't think I've missed any more characters. Let me know if I have, but I've covered a few of them in the past. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'll talk to you soon.